This is a day I have been looking forward to for a very long time. For the next week, we are going to be driving around the entire country of Iceland, stopping at the best and most epic places along the way. Driving a camper van around Iceland is the ultimate adventure bucket list, and I can't wait to get started. You guys ready to see the van?
Yeah.
Come in.
Lennon!
Lennon, do you like it?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
Do you want to ride around in it? All right, let's do it.
All right, I promise I will show you around the van, but for right now we are going to go to the most famous place in all of Iceland, the Blue Lagoon. So we just picked up the car this morning and they went over way more information than I could ever remember. So pretty much I know nothing about the van. So Iceland is known as the land of fire and ice. Most of the country is covered in lava rock from volcanoes. There was a volcano that just erupted here a couple days ago, and we're trying to get to the Blue Lagoon and the road is blocked from lava. This is insane. Don't know if you can see this in the camera, but you can see the heat coming off of the lava right there. This is crazy. All of this right here is all lava. There's steam coming off of it and you can smell just burning smell. And they've been working all day to clear the road from this lava. I kind of want to touch it. Is that a bad idea? Oh, it feels hot. It's significantly hotter right here. I'm not touching that. That's a bad idea. All right, I don't want to get hurt. Hey Lennon, you ready to go swimming, buddy? He's a car baby, always falling asleep in the car. You wanna go swimming?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Unfortunately, little babies can't go into the Blue Lagoon, so we're gonna be going separate.
And that's just a part of traveling with kids.
And if you're real bougie, you can stay in this hotel right here where you get your own private Blue Lagoon.
Yeah.
One day. I think those rooms are like $1,000 a night.
Okay.
Okay, bye mommy.
Bye,
we love
Mommy.
you.
Bye, have fun.
Okay, ready? Ready to go in?
Yeah.
Here we go. Woo, that's so hot. Whoa.
What's your name?
Nice. All right, welcome to the Blue Lagoon. The blue color comes from a mix of algae and other natural minerals in the water that they say is healing for your skin. It better be, because it costs $103 just to get into this place. It gets you access into the Blue Lagoon area, gets you a free mud mask and a free drink. We're gonna see by the end of the day if it's worth the $100 price tag, but for now we're gonna have a little fun. Okay, this is a clay mask made from actual lava in the fields around. He said that you put this all over your face. It's an exfoliating mask, and it's supposed to be good for your skin. I don't know if I believe any of that, but we'll see. You want to try some? No? Okay. I just look like an idiot. Ah.
Hey, I want to.
I got some in my eye, it burns. Oh, that's cold. Do you drink this water?
Yeah. I just think that.
Okay, it's time to try our drinks. Which one do you want? Yeah, I could have guessed that. The banana spinach juice or the blue slushy? It's amazing. They say that driving in Iceland is the closest you can get to feeling like you're on another planet, and that absolutely rings true. This place is crazy. Such a cool place to be. All right, we just arrived at our next destination, which I am super excited for. Where are we headed?
We're headed to Puffin Island. I'm sure it has a real name, but there's absolutely no way I can pronounce that.
So we've driven to Seljalndfoss. I have no idea how to say that. We are about to get on a ferry that takes us over to the Westman Islands, which is home to the largest puffin colony in Iceland.
Is it just called Westman?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can say that.
There's only certain times of the year you can see puffins, and they're the cutest little birds. So we're gonna head there now. Okay, that's the proper name for Westman Islands. Vestmannaeyjar. Hello. Thank you. I'm pretty sure this is a 30-minute ferry ride, but look at this.
Okay.
They have beds, bunk beds. Are we gonna take a little power nap on this ride?
About it. He said, oh, what?
Whoa.
It's perfect for Mr. Nanny.
Okay, this is crazy. That island right there is home to the world's loneliest house. Ryan Trahan made a video from there that went super viral. On that entire massive island in the middle of the sea, there's just one little tiny hunting lodge. I have been trying to go to that island for 2 years. I've been in conversation with the owner of the hunting lodge, and we haven't been able to figure out a time to make it work. But seeing it in person is just absolutely wild. Hopefully you see a video from me one day staying in the world's loneliest home. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Welcome to the Westman Islands.
It's actually very beautiful here. This is giving me like South Georgia vibes. Like we're in Antarctica.
Yeah, from our Antarctic trip. Looks just like it. Lenny, you're a puffin.
Where's all the puffins?
The coolest playground I've ever seen. So before we go see the puffins, while we were on the way out there actually, we saw that this aquarium is the world's only beluga whale sanctuary.
Say hi, Beluga. He likes you, Lenny.
Man, that was cool.
Wow, look at that.
It's coming to say hi to you.
Right here, look.
Whoa, there is that one.
Oh, he's snuggly, huh?
Oh, Lenny.
Hi.
Say hi.
It's doing that again.
That was so much cooler than I thought it was gonna be. That beluga just was so playful, so friendly. All right, it's time to go see the puffins. And just as sort of a warning for anyone that's actually coming to Iceland, it is so expensive here. The only way to get to the puffin spot we're going to right now at this hour is by taxi. It is a 6-minute drive away, and it is $60 each way. That's literally $10 a minute in the car. Expensive but beautiful ride. My goodness, this island is incredibly gorgeous. This path right here is reminding me so much of the Falkland Islands. We would just pull up to a spot and then we'd all walk to a location and just see so many penguins, so many birds. This feels so similar to that. Hey, you coming, mister?
You wanna go see a puffin?
Lennon, what's your favorite bird? Puffins?
Yeah,
Let's go see them.
that'll be fun.
World's largest puffin colony.
Sheep. How'd they get there?
So apparently we timed this perfectly. All the puffins are out fishing right now in the water. So there's not as many as usual out here on the grass.
There's a couple.
I can see like 3. We have ventured down closer to the water and there are tons of puffins down here. They're really hard to see on camera because they're still a little far away. But they're just swimming all around the water, fishing. Do you like this, Lennon?
Well, they're a bug.
Oh, a bug?
Yeah.
Do you like the puffins?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're seeing more puffins from the ferry than we did at the puffin point.
Sad.
All right, we're back in the van. We took the ferry back to the mainland of Iceland here. It has been a long day of exploring, but we still had more planned for today. There are 2 huge, massive waterfalls close by to here we were gonna go see.
One of these waterfalls is the Walter Mitty waterfall, and I've been dying to see this one. So I'd like the conditions to be not perfect, but at least doable, and this rain is not doable, so.
First thing tomorrow morning. Now we just need to find somewhere to sleep tonight. We changed our minds. This waterfall looked way too epic from the road. I mean, look at this. One of the really cool things about Iceland is that during the summer, it stays light all day long. It's called
Midnight sun?
Midnight Sun.
It's 9:01 right now, and it looks like it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
And normally this waterfall has so many people at it. But since we came at night, there's maybe only 10 people here right now. When normally during the day, it gets super crowded, hundreds of people. So there's a pro tip for you. Try saying the name of this waterfall.
What is it?
Seljalndfoss.
Seljalndfoss? I don't think so.
Right. This is also one of the only waterfalls that you can walk completely around the backside of. We get to see it from both angles. The power coming off of that waterfall is absolutely crazy. Walking around the waterfall and got absolutely soaked. So I think I'm good. Whoa, that was so much fun. Good morning. Turns out a lot of campgrounds in Iceland fill up quickly and you have to have reservations. So we slept in an Airbnb last night. But it was nice to have a bed.
It was nice to have a washer and dryer.
Not all of our clothes dried properly, so they're just hanging up in the back seat there. But tonight, we are sleeping in a campground. We're gonna test out these 2 beds in here. We have a long day of driving ahead of us. So we're driving the Ring Road in Iceland, which is a road that goes around the perimeter of the entire country. It's the most famous way to camper van around Iceland. So that is the route we're taking as well. But we're gonna do some more off the beaten path stuff along the way as well. I have no idea how to fill this thing up with gas. Is there a button for this? Got it. $150 for half a tank is crazy. Iceland is covered in these purple flowers called lupines. I don't know, but they're a wildflower that grows everywhere. So we've just been seeing them all along the side of the road. And I've had the biggest urge to just go run through them. So I'm gonna do it.
New camera. Whoa.
I did it. The things I do for these shots.
Lennon's making fun of your breathing.
Lennon.
Ready to go to a waterfall?
Yeah.
We have just arrived at one of the largest waterfalls in Iceland. Welcome to Skogafoss. This would be considered one of the main stops along the Ring Road. Everyone comes here. It's really crowded, but for good reason. This waterfall is absolutely massive. The surrounding area feels like you're in Lord of the Rings. Should we go get closer?
Yeah.
Isn't this sand so cool? It's black. And it's a really soft and squishy. Soft and squishy.
You want to play in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see.
Skogafoss is also the waterfall that Walter Mitty famously walked in front of in the movie. So we're gonna go and try and recreate that photo. See how we do. Okay, here we go. Come on, Lennon. How did we do? What? by the adventure. We've never done van life before. One thing we're realizing quickly, we're on kind of a bumpy road right now, and just everything is just crashing and falling in the back. We're like, oh, we need to secure things better. All right, it is 6 p.m. and we still have 3 hours to get to our campsite, and we still have one more place we want to see tonight. Wow, this road is cool. Check this out. One of the best parts of driving around Iceland is the stuff you see just off the side of the road. So if you see behind me, it's just piles of dirt. One of those piles of dirt apparently has been here for a long time and is covered in the purple lupines. I still don't know how to say that word. If you want to know where this spot is, just send me a message. Whoa. For the record, I had every intention of cooking dinner in the van tonight.
Yeah, and the pizza.
We drove past this pizza shop and we could smell it from the road.
I said, go ahead and pull over, buddy.
Ooh, look at that church up on the top of that hill.
Go ahead.
Looks like other people had the same idea. This place is popular. Lenny, cheers me. It was a great call. This is fantastic.
You don't fight me.
Well, Iceland is all about being flexible. There are two other things we really wanted to do today on our drive that we didn't get to do because it just was pouring rain the entire day. The first one is an airplane that crashed on a beach and is really cool to walk around and see, but it was a bit of a walk to get to. We didn't feel like getting drenched. The second one is a black sand beach with beautiful basalt columns. It's one of the nicest beaches in the world, but again, had to walk to get to it, and the weather just wasn't in our favor. So hopefully we can get them on the way back. That's just kind of the story of Iceland though. The weather can change at any time and you have to be prepared to change plans all the time. But we just got to our campsite. It's beautiful. I'm gonna get camp set up. All right, so here's a quick little tour of the van. I'm gonna attempt to get our beds ready. So there are two seats back here that during the day you drive in, and this pad you put into the back of the van. It also doubles as a second bed, so I just pulled that pad out, got these blankets set up, and then I'm going to attempt to make our main bed right now. So supposedly this table just comes off. Oh, yeah. So these seats actually lay down to make the bed.
That's funny.
You have to be the world's strongest man to get this table off. Okay, then these come out and the table goes here.
Your
Pad
side.
goes there.
Wow, that's a huge bed.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa, look
See,
at
it's
that.
not bad.
Look at that.
And then the company we're renting this van from gave us a bunch of pillows and blankets.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Is that funny?
Yeah.
It's like midnight right now. I'm sure all of our neighbors love us. What do you think?
It's gonna work. It's huge. I'm shocked by how big this bed is.
It looked small before we made it, but now that the bed's out, it looks pretty big.
Yeah.
All right, it is way too late, and tomorrow is gonna be our biggest adventure yet. Can you say goodnight?
Good morning.
Oh, silly goose. All right, see you in the morning. We survived a night in the van.
We did it!
All four of us ended up on this bed right here.
I think we should have just expected.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nice that we lasted as long as we did until he came down.
It's still raining, shocker. It's been raining all night long. It was kind of nice to help us fall asleep, but I saw a view this morning I didn't even know was there. We're surrounded by a glacier right now. Check this out. Look at that, woohoo! Look at all those mountains and glaciers. Ah, it's raining. On the road again. It is still raining, but it's a lot lighter. And so now we're finally able to see Iceland. Yesterday was just so foggy and rainy all day. Like, these are the views I wanted in Iceland. Check this out. That is a glacier right there. We're actually headed to that glacier right now, which is part of the next adventure. So we saw the volcano that just erupted in Reykjavik, land of fire. Now we have come to the valley of ice. Look at all these icebergs in the water right here. Lennon, do you like that ice?
Yeah.
The activity I'm about to do is zipline across a glacier. It's the only zipline in the world that goes across ice. And I have been really excited for it, but this rain is killing the vibe a bit. Still gonna be amazing. Can't wait. All of this right here just reminds me so much of Antarctica. The Zodiac boat out in the water, glaciers everywhere. This is a very cool place.
What do I need to wear for Ice Big Journey's glacier tours? It says to dress in layers, so you need a good base layer. You don't have that. Your outerwear should ideally be waterproof. You have a jacket, a pair of favorite hiking boots.
I was just like, oh cool, a glacier zipline. I didn't look into it at all. Apparently it's 6 hours and 10 kilometers of hiking on a glacier. I have no warm clothes. I like one out of those things on the list. Should be fine. Well, plans have changed yet again. Apparently there are gale force winds and torrential downpour today on the glacier, so they have rebooked everybody to tomorrow. Flexibility, flexibility, flexibility. That is what Iceland is all about. We are currently about halfway through driving around the entire country, so this will put us back a little bit. We're just gonna chill out today because I really want to do this zip line. So if anything, it gives me more time to find boots and warm clothes and make this happen. Lennon and I are going to attempt to make dinner in the van.
I found sheep.
You found sheep?
Look, you see it?
Hi, sheep. All right, buddy, you want to come help me?
She's falling down.
Oh, yeah?
You hold it up.
Yep.
Yeah, make dinner with a boop.
So they gave me an entire briefing when I picked up this van on how to use the stove and the propane, but I really can't remember how to do it. So I'm just gonna try this. Okay, back up a little bit. I don't know what's gonna happen. Ooh, easy. Boil some water here. Put it right up on here. Lennon, what are we making tonight?
Making noodles.
We're making noodles. Tonight we are making a spinach and ricotta tortellini pasta with more vegetables, cheese, and meatballs. All right, next up we are going to add in our vegetables. Woo. And our meatballs. All right, and it is ready. Plate this up. Olive oil and cheese. Ready? Let's cheers one. Cheers. You don't want to eat my cooking?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's good. Let's try it. The weather forecast says that there is a break from rain for about 1 hour right now. So I have come to one of the most famous beaches in Iceland. Also one of the most dangerous beaches. You'll see why. This beach is called Diamond Beach because pieces of ice from that glacier wash up onto the sand here. And when the sun hits the ice just right, they say that they look like diamonds on the black sand. Now the reason this beach is so dangerous is because this water right here, the currents are incredibly strong, the waves get really big. A lot of times tourists will get too close to the water here and get swept up by one of the currents and taken out to sea. You can see how fast the water is moving right here. I was kind of expecting the beach to be a massive area with tons of ice everywhere. It's kind of just small in this one area, but it is still really cool, still unique. I don't think there's anywhere else like it on the planet. Good morning. The time has come. I'm about to go climb a glacier and then zip line over a crevasse to another glacier. That's not a sentence I ever thought I would be saying. I've put on every layer of warm clothing I have in my suitcase. I have hopefully found a pair of boots to rent. Let's go do this. How's it going?
Hi.
I think I'm with you guys. Is Ice Pick?
Yes,
Yeah?
you're from
Okay,
Zipline,
cool.
right?
Yes.
Yes,
Hi.
so I'm Claudia.
Nice to meet you.
I'm going to be your guide. I
Awesome.
also have the boots and the jacket.
Yes,
Would you like
perfect.
to try them on now?
Yes, thank you. Got the boots, got my harness on, helmet, yellow jacket because apparently they look really good on the glaciers. We just drove to the bottom of the glacier. Now we have, I think, a 2-hour hike to get up to where the zip lining starts on the glacier, giving me major Svalbard vibes. Last time I climbed up a glacier, I got frostbite on my toes that lasted 6 months. So praying that today I stay a little warmer. Taking our first steps on this 80-mile long glacier. There's so much ice in this glacier right here that if you spread it out evenly across all of Iceland, you would be knee-deep in ice across the entire country. The reason the glacier is black is because it's covered in volcanic ash. There are volcanoes right underneath the glacier that have erupted and just completely covered in ash, which is pretty crazy. There are so many just holes, crevasses everywhere, but this is an otherworldly feeling. This is what I imagine walking on the moon feels like. Wow, here it is, look at this. A zip line across a glacier. That is an insane concept and I love it. So my guide Claudia is one of the people who started this zip line. She was saying that during COVID, all the guides got bored, didn't know what to do, so they'd come hang out at this massive hole right here and they would ice climb it. But then they realized that they could put ropes across it and actually zip line across it. And so they started this just a few years ago. I don't know if I'm doing much.
Not losing the harness.
I'm a little nervous for this.
Is it the first time?
No, but well, first time across ice. It's a deep hole.
It's like you're coming all the way here, and from here you have to take one extra step and then you jump straight.
Ready? Yeah! Oh my god. Whew. Wow, that was wild. Okay, did it. That was fun.
Nice, well done.
Thank you. The craziest part of that is getting to the middle and looking down to see just how deep that hole is. It's got to be a couple hundred feet. Oh, that was super fun though. We're now about to enter inside of the glacier. There is a river that has come through and cut out a section of the glacier that is big enough for us to squeeze inside. So let's do this. Wow, look how blue this ice is. Oh my gosh.
I'm very excited when I give you pictures about this part of my job.
Wow. Claudia, is this water safe to drink?
Of course.
Yeah?
I hope so. I drank like half a gallon.
Freshest water on the planet right there. Wow, look at this. It's like Antelope Canyon, but all made of ice instead. What? This is so cool.
Well, because of the weather and things getting pushed back, we did have to skip some activities we wanted to see along the east coast of Iceland. But here's what we were going to do, and you should go do it and tell me how it is. First, Studlagil Canyon. You will have to drive about 5 hours from the Glacier Lagoon to get here, but this place is somewhere I have always wanted to jump in and swim. The basalt columns and the blue water are an absolutely stunning setting. It is a decent hike to get to the river, but the view is well worth it from what I have heard. Next, just an hour away from Studlagil Canyon is, here we go, Borgarfjardarhofn, another popular puffin colony. Some say this is actually the best place to see puffins in all of Iceland. Hopefully there are a few more here than what we saw in the Westman Islands. Dettifoss is the most powerful waterfall in all of Europe. When you get your first glimpse of the falls, you can feel the sheer power of this 330-foot wide massive waterfall shaking the earth around you. If you want to feel small, this is the perfect place to come. We were also fortunate enough to see a rainbow at the end of the falls here. And just a short drive away is the Myvatn geothermal area. But a word of caution, don't come here if you are sensitive to smells. It does feel like you're walking on Mars or something when you come here. The next stop is a unique one. In fact, this specific spot in Iceland is the only place in the world where you can do this.
Iceland sits smack dab on the center of the North American and the European tectonic plates. There is a break in between the two craters filled with water that you can actually snorkel or scuba dive in. I'm currently standing right on top of it, and I'm about to go get in the water and experience what it's like to swim between the two. How's it going? Yeah.
So, Jordan.
Jordan, yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let me just check you in here.
This water is freezing cold, so I'm putting on a dry suit inside of a van. How cold is this water? Are we going into the Antarctic? This plate right here is the North American plate and the European. Ooh, can't even feel the water. All right, here we go. For our next stop, we have come to a lava field where a local woman bakes bread underground using the heat from the lava for 24 hours.
I'm telling you to dig out this bread. It's not that easy. It's actually like a good workout in the morning.
She only dug down about 3 feet and it just was boiling so much. So curious if this water is hot or not. Oh, it is. It's so hot. The whole lake is warm. That's wild.
Wow. What can I say? It's amazing. Let's see how this bread looks inside today. Yeah.
Lathered that butter on there.
Your lava bread, madame.
It's really good.
We didn't have enough time to explore much of Reykjavik, but here are the places I plan to go and see. This church is an iconic building in the downtown area, and the architecture resembles the beautiful mountains around the country. The colorful street leading up to the church is pretty cool as well. There's nowhere else in the world like Iceland, which makes it one of my top 10 favorite countries. I hope you all enjoyed as much as I do. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.